I thought studying abroad would change my life. It did. It turned me into a full-time survival athlete. Hi everyone, I'm Theo from NTU, majored in art and I'm an education intern at Huntington Theater. Honestly, these 15 weeks were as much as studying abroad rather than extreme survival game I've never been to play. Before coming here, my only reference for Boston was Sex and the City. Imagine myself in romantic encounters, wild nightlife, dramatic snowfall. But instead of being shocked by romantic interest, the first thing that shocked me was the price of frozen broccoli at the stock market. That was the moment I realized, as a foreigner in Boston, survival basically means competitive price comparison. A few weeks later, I learned that Boston wasn't done with me. My friend and I decided to go for a pleasant kayaking trip, which was very quickly turned unpleasant by a single gust of wind as it threw me directly into the Charles River. I observed water like SpongeBob while my friends screamed, "Oh my God, he's dead!" I countered with that sentence I'm thinking, yeah, this is how I go. But the first thing I worried about wasn't my phone, it was my mom. Because if the police call her and say, hey, your son fell into a river in America, she would say, did he go there to study or to become a doc? Then it hit me, diet might actually be cheaper than taking a $55 Uber home. But before I could contemplate further Uber prices, my brain stopped freezing like Taiwanese pork belly. So my inner Asian mom mode turned on. First, assess the problem. Second, imagine the worst case. Third, calculate the budget and just do it. 3 hours later, I had filled a report, bought a new phone, and rebuilt my life. Faster than recovering from being yelled at by my mom. My next challenge arrived at 2 a.m. when my stomach basically exploded. I dragged myself into 29-degree weather thinking, in Taiwan, $5 can get you a doctor. In America, I will lose my entire saving account. But my worries didn't stop in my bank account. I had to explain what I felt in English. In pure panic, I look at the thermostat and say, hi, my stomach is like, boom! Hardest English test of my life. And finally, romance. I was on a date, and we kissed slightly too long on the train platform. When I opened my eyes, the commuter rail was leaving, slowly as if it were mocking me. I stood there in 32-degree weather thinking, romance is expensive, but missing the tram is even more expensive. The lesson I learned, next time, I'll bring a heat blanket. Love is cute, but hypothermia is real. But the final boss of this semester wasn't the river, or the stomach incident, or the train. It was growing up. These 15 weeks taught me how to be alone, how to cry, and how to preserve anyways. If I had to describe myself as an object, I'd say I'm a green onion. Cheap, fragile, easy to overlook, but plant me anywhere, and I will grow. Hit me with wind, snow, chaos, I will grow again. Thank you to everyone sitting here who still showed up for class even after hitting snooze 3 times on a Friday, and who, between being homesick and doing homework, still choose the one that somehow make you miss home even more, and who survive every single devastating moment. We are always stronger than we think.